Hate Charlie Warley puppy face.
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a "we" in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. No problem. Got some upgrades for you, hot off the press. Or forge. How long did you say you were exposed to this thing? It's probably fine.
Always a pleasure.
Desperately need to get into this crate.
Back again. Peace.
Interesting. Intriguing. What is this?
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. Are there any curses I should be aware of? Hoary hosts of Hoggoth. I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The Cube of Nothingness. The Tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. To be fair, it does look interesting, at least.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
How goes it, Hunter? Or is it the Hunter? Caretaker isn't big on the idea of hardwiring this place to an arc reactor. As far as I can tell, power here is distributed mostly via cobwebs and ghost farts anyway.
Ah, I see.
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian Sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
The time for punishment is here. Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Like playing with fire, huh?
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless, hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. and with no magic...
There is no passage to New York, or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her. Have you seen...
No.
All right.
Hunter.
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. It usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie. That looks good. This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world.
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Illyana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Dr. Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
Very nice.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate? I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
A shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I'd try to be considerate.
Step through portal. Yes? You have problem? Yes?
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there. Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
Hell. You had your chance to escape. Weak, even for Hydra.
You've got.
I'll handle it.
Barely a scratch.
Our reputation precedes us.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Some for the rest of us.
Not bad.
Taking the shot.
Add to your punishment.
They are still coming for me.
Our belts are responding. The stench.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. Just like old times.
Hail Hydra!
You're mine. It's your time now.
punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
It is time. Hydra, Immortalis!
Follow my lead.
You made a big mistake.
This doesn't happen often.
Behold the light's gift.
That should help.
It is the least I can do.
Make way for vengeance!
I am impressed.
Move back! There's nowhere left to run.
With the sun came her rebirth, and the change. Magical energy.
What sort of being are you?
You are too weak for this fight.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory. Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You are trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Illyana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do. Yes?
Hey, for someone they just dug up, you look pretty fresh.
Man, that was a hell of a ride, partner.
They're not always glamorous, but these missions are still crucial to stopping Lilith.
Salutations, Hunter.
Always on the...
We aimed high and we hit our marks.
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring? How so?
Space is empty. There's not much to do on that journey, but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
You ever take a date out to space?
No, no way.
Why not?
I've had awkward car rides that were just 5 minutes. I can't imagine flying a bad date all the way back from Phobos. We're doing this again. Make plans.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again.
I'm glad to see you're getting comfortable with the words of power, Hunter. If you're going to continue our little investigation of the Abbey, they'll be vital to your success.
Investigation?
A side project, but a potentially transformative one. With my blessing, Wanda was working to uncover what may be the most powerful.
Just what in the hell do you think you're doing in here?
Standing in the library?
I've given you free rein so you could get back on your feet. But I never thought you'd pull something like this.
What is it you think I am doing, exactly?
Don't be coy. It does not suit you. I told you how hard it's been since we lost Agatha. Instead of letting it rest, you decide to reopen the wound?
Oh, Sarah. I never thought of this place like that.
Of course you didn't. And now, it's done. Why should I ever stand in your way?
That anger wasn't meant for you, dear. You know that, right? Don't hold it against Sarah.
She may try to mask her feelings, but you know she is struggling with what happened. Why are you hiding from her?
For most people, the captivating relationships of their lives are formed over a matter of days and years. Sarah and I spent centuries together exploring this world, fighting the darkness, watching cities and even nations form and then crumble. And yet we persevered, together.
You still have not answered my question.
It may be difficult to understand, but she needs this time. Sending Wanda away, sealing the library, that elaborate memorial she conjured up, she didn't waste any time trying to bury what happened.
You are right. I do not understand.
It isn't up to me to reveal myself. It's up to her to accept what happened and allow herself to grieve. When that happens, we'll see each other again, but not before.
I trust you will do what is right for Sarah. So, what is it you are looking at here?
Yes, we should get back to the real reason I asked you to meet me here. Wanda's journal. The Abbey grounds have a great deal of history. Many of its secrets remain hidden, even after all this time.
Even to you?
Even to me. Wanda had taken to exploring the grounds in search of a strange energy we both sensed. Knowing that Sarah had no intention of waking you to investigate, Wanda felt it was up to her to take your place. Of course, being the clever girl that she is, her notes are written in an ancient, transient cipher that I've only just begun to understand. Have a look at the first entry. Hunter, hello. I'm sure it still seems a bit cryptic, but Wanda was definitely onto something. If you remember my altar, that's where she was conducting her experiments.
An investigation that involves experiments? Why do I feel like you are going to get me into trouble?
Since when has that ever stopped you? Let's meet out at the altar. I'll try to do a better job of explaining from there. Charlie will show you the way if you've forgotten.
Must not be her purview. Noble Ashtur guides my hand.
Like most things on the grounds here, there's more to this place than meets the eye. Do you remember the words I taught you as a child?
Are you going to make me say it?
Humor an old, dead woman.
Oh. Hocus pocus.
You haven't lost your touch, dear. The words may be simple, but these plinths won't appear for just anyone. Each represents one of the basic elements, their power activated only by the elemental rods they would normally be holding.
And where are the elemental rods now?
Scattered to the wind, unfortunately. A side effect of Wanda's experiments here.
Let me guess.
That's right. I want you to find the missing rods and return them here. Hopefully, as I decipher Wanda's journal, her notes will aid in the search.
But you have not actually told me what the greater purpose is here. What are we doing this for?
All in good time, dear. After what happened with Wanda, I'd rather you take things slowly. In fact, I don't want you overthinking this little project. There's no rush, and you don't have to help if you don't feel like it. But there is one more thing before I head back to the library.
An arcane key.
Just a little something. A token for your efforts so far. The key can be used to open that chest nearby. Like so many other oddities around here, those chests tend to appear before those who deserve them most. Make yourself that person.
That seems intentionally vague.
It's more fun that way, isn't it? I'll be in the library working on the translations if you need me, dear. Good luck.
I needed that. Does not seem right to intrude in their space. An elemental rod. I should take this back to the altar. What is this?
I see you found one of the elemental rods. If you'd like to keep going, you may keep searching for more. It's always good to see you.
You said something earlier about the blood.
In a world full of mysteries, the Blood have managed to remain even more mysterious than most. They were an ancient race, said to be born of the Elder Gods. As I understand it, they were very strict about maintaining their bloodline. That's probably why you don't hear about them very often. And yet, here you are, one of their direct descendants.
Are there others?
It's quite possible. But even if there are, they might not even know it themselves. Somehow, I take comfort in that.
What they do not know cannot hurt them.
Indeed.
After our last battle, what happened to Lilith?
You were in the woods. You and your mother obviously came to blows. But we found no wounds, no evidence of what happened at all. A silent, deathly embrace between mother and child. We had hoped you would both find peace in the next life.
But she's not buried here?
No. We entrusted her to the Knights of Wundagore, the ancient protectors of your ancestral homeland in Transia. I don't think they ever expected to contend with an organization like Hydra, and I doubt Lilith spared any who survived her reawakening.
What would Wanda want with your altar?
What can I say? Some people have a curious, adventurous itch that just has to be scratched. I was one of them, and so was Wanda. Caretaker, not so much. But I see it again in you, Hunter.
So you encouraged her exploration?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? What good is being as powerful as we are if we're just going to spend all our time cooped up within these walls? What's the worst that could happen? You got me there, dear.
What do you know about the Moon Seals?
Presumably forged by the gods themselves, I like to think of a Moon Seal as both a lock and a key. With the right power, wielded by the right person, the energy of the seal is unleashed, creating a conduit to the Elder Gods.
And I am that right person?
Just another benefit of being descended from the Blood. Lucky you, dear.
Where did the words of power come from?
While I often call them blessings or gifts of the old gods, the words of power are actually powerful invocations tuned to the unique energies found in descendants of the blood.
And Caretaker used the words as well?
Of course, dear. Sarah used the words of power on the Abbey grounds just as you do today. Many of the areas you encounter that seem receptive to these spells are actually the result of Sarah's frequent undertakings.
Perhaps I should try this somewhere else. This does not work. The patterns do not match. The old magic still holds. What was Wanda up to here? She believes in our purpose. This looks like a fairy ring. It is one of the elemental rods. The goddess must be busy. That is not it. Only one more to go. Oshter smiles upon me. Interesting. Ah, I see. I was always drawn to this place as a child, but somehow I had almost forgotten about it. Intriguing. Was I ever really this innocent? Maybe before I started my training. This is witch sign. Blessings of the goddess. My old fort. Caretaker was furious when she found I had built this. I never got the chance to truly know my mother. Only the monster she became. The Standing Stones. There is powerful magic at work here. I need to find the next moon seal. The Great Seer, known as Endra Moore, is buried here. Much like Nico, her powers came dangerously close to crossing the line. But she was among the most loyal of the Midnight Suns. Perhaps a witch from the Salem Coven made this. She does not see it happening. Caretaker hardly spoke of him, but I like to imagine my father was a great hero whose spirit protected these woods. The Goddess of Order approves. gods are fickle. The goddess disagrees.
I see you found another of our mystic landmarks. These are the Standing Stones. Your ancestors among the Blood used them to converse with the Elder Gods.
How does that work?
Members of the Blood would gather among the stones and enter a sort of meditative trance. They say the gods would hear their thoughts, but the Blood never knew for sure who was listening on the other end. Some of the older texts refer to a series of glyphs etched on the stones, but at first glance they seem to have been scoured clean by time itself.
Could they still be revealed somehow?
You read my mind, Hunter. I suspect the glyphs are still here. They just need the right words of encouragement, if you catch my meaning. Something on your mind? Can that really be you? After all these years, it is good to see your face again.
Wish I could say the same, Mother. Now enough with this deception and reveal your true form.
But this is my true form. The way I was when you were just a sweet, helpless little baby. You don't remember that, do you? Well, I do. Bringing you into the world was the happiest time in my life.
And taking you out of this world again will be mine.
I had thought the words of power would open your eyes. But I should have known my sister and her pet witch would continue to withhold the truth from you.
My trial with the Elder Gods. How did you know?
I heard you calling upon Oshtor, and I am not the only one.
Wait! Mother! Where did you... Was that really her?
Hey, Hunter. When you've got a minute, could you meet me in the war room?
Oh, you are gonna love this.
You know, I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
How else am I going to steal your secrets if I can't see what you're up to?
I doubt you'd find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Whoa, wait a minute, Can it be? Did you just make a suit joke?
I didn't hurt its feelings, did I?
2 in a row. This is a... Got more coil for me? Don't keep me now. Take your pick, Hunter.
I can feel the mystical energy growing.
I'm here if you need me.
This should be useful. This will do nicely. Always better to be prepared. All set.
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Peace. Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
Ready to work? If you can beat Carol in a straight fight, I'll let you skip training. Good luck with that.
I'm learning a lot from you. Like how to avoid multiple sword jabs in rapid succession.
Magic, do you consider yourself Russian?
You answer first. What country can you say you belong to?
Well, I grew up in English colonies.
Do you consider yourself English?
Not really. It was so far away from everything I considered home.
For me, this is the same with Russia. Most of my life, much of my growing up, I spent in limbo. I went back once. It is so distant from who I am. Also, security forces tried to capture me. I cut their tanks in half. It seems Russia no longer considers me a Russian. I'm not smiling. I am pleasantly surprised.
Anything. There you are, Hunter. Got time to look at some? The intel cache we recovered from Hydra's gunship might seem sophisticated to the casual bystander, but they probably weren't expecting to go up against the likes of me. With Central's help, I can decrypt these babies in no time, providing us a valuable and fascinating glimpse into Hydra's twisted little minds. That was a worthy hangout, Hunter. Let's see what intel we found.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. How are you enjoying the library?
I thought we were past that.
We are, but I'm still allowed to be annoyed with you. I expect a bit of pushback from the others, but not from you, Hunter.
Why not? When have I ever made things easy for you?
You had your moments, few and far between, but that's exactly my point. You know what that place, what she meant to me, and you did it anyway.
The world is at risk of being consumed by Lilith. We cannot afford to leave any stone unturned, even if it means upsetting you.
It's not my feelings I'm worried about. The last time I gave someone free rein of the library, it cost us dearly. I'm not sure we can handle any more unexpected calamities around here.
At least we are talking now. Silence between us would only make things worse.
You're right about that. We have bigger things to worry about. Like the mouthy alien tormenting Spider-Man as we speak.
He did risk himself for us without hesitation. We owe him for that, at least.
For once, I think the entire team is in agreement. It's only a matter of tracking Venom down.
I would just follow the trail of destruction, but maybe there is another way.
I'm sure we'll come up with something. Don't leave poor Spider-Man waiting too long now. Hi, kiddo.
Central is ready to work. Time to spill your guts, Hydra. Really good intel here. We've got a lot to go on. Now that we've decrypted the intel, let's put what we've learned to good use. Check out the available hero ops listed on Central. I think I can handle that. Got some ops ready for you. Bye. We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
Good day, Hunter.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
No problem.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Confirmed.
Your fate is
Is that the best you've got?
So it is. You would sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
Down, but it won't stop them. Get to the artifact before they figure out what happened.
We serve until the end.
You can't chip away at me like some tree.
I'll handle
Something is wrong.
Armed belts are responding. We stand with the mother.
I do not fear you or your friends.
Only the innocent are spared.
I don't have magic healing!
Hail Hydra!
You're mine!
Feel this pain soon enough.
I cannot move.
They're almost here. Hold position. Mother, protect us. Your time has come.
Whatever works for you.
I need a medic here!
All will be judged. This will be your end. We will never forsake her.
Persistence is not always admirable.
For victory!
Led astray. Arm Alpha reinforcing.
This should help.
No one will touch you.
Is that everyone?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Prepare yourself.
Leave some for the rest of us.
That'll work.
Good work.
upper hand. I've been waiting.
You're making me angry.
A reputation precedes us.
You have nothing to fear.
I am a wall. Even hell has its limits.
This will have to do.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Has chosen.
Follow
Finally, it's my turn. More souls come for judgment.
I am not doing so well.
I will return the favor someday. Hell.
The light is on our side. The power of the light.
Your suffering begins.
With those powers, I would have guessed you were aligned with Lilith.
For the mother!
taking the shot.
You are going to pay for that.
Who's better for this? I'm Gamma on the move.
You're ready now.
Spirits do not die.
The artifacts are secure, but why don't you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Walk in the light.
A true
Weak, even for Hydra. I can only imagine what sins they were guilty of to deserve that.
Time for the real thing.
I will not be vanquished.
Your friend in need.
Accept your fate.
I am impressed.
Consider that.
Nice. The guilty have already begun to fall. It is time.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
Yo, I'm just glad we didn't get pulled over. The hell ride isn't exactly free.
Why, hello, Hunter.
Hunter, I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Doctor Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Tell me what you need.
Doctor Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably better if we just show you. How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Lead the way.
Let's do it! So, about the spell that brought you back to life, it worked better than expected, but there are some gaps.
You are talking about my death?
Exactly. The memories of your final moments might tell us how you defeated your mother 3 centuries ago. That could give us an edge this time around.
Those memories are lost.
Maybe not. We think there's a way to recover them. All you're gonna need is a mystical jumpstart.
How would that work?
Doctor Strange can explain it better than I, but if you want the abridged version, ask Magic. And when you're ready to be...
Yes?
How does this ritual work?
This is the ritual. You focus on the past, Nico zaps you with her staff, Strange chants and waggles his fingers, then you remember. Maybe.
So why are you here?
Should the zapping, chanting, and waggling go bad, I will open a portal to Limbo and push you inside before the explosion.
There is a chance I might explode?
A very small chance. Unlikely.
How concerned should I be about exploding?
Slightly more than usual.
Does Strange have any other details about the ritual?
Ha! Far too many.
That is all I need to know.
Tell Nico, and don't explode.
The first part's easy.
Will this help me remember?
I can't answer that. When I start, you'll be the one making the repairs. The rest of us are here to keep you steady.
All right.
If you're ready, we can begin.
I am ready.
Now, Hunter, tell us what you see.
I raced through the Abbey grounds, angry, terrified. It is too late. We were not ready for this fight. My foot slips, but I catch myself. I run with my blades exposed. I am completely alone. The moonlight guides my path. My lungs ache. My heart pounds. I rush toward my doom. I cannot. No!
Whoa! We all saw that, right?
I have no words to describe it.
Finally.
Well, how about that? Your final moments are there, just buried deep inside.
It did not work.
Not yet, but we made progress. I'm sure we can figure out a way for you to remember more the next time.
Next time?
Heck yeah! Emo kids meet every lunar alignment, or, you know, whenever we're free on a slow night. Oh, and we need ingredients. Magic will send a list to your Spark. If you bring enough, we can refine them into more useful mystical objects. We're done for today, but I'll be in touch about the next meeting. Catch you later.
Hunter.
Hunter, my second favorite zombie superhero.
Who is your first?
Tony, on 2 hours of sleep. So, what do you need?
I have questions for you.
Sure, ask away.
Tell me about yourself, Carol.
What in particular?
Who were you before you became Captain Marvel?
Air Force pilot. I used to fly the unfriendly skies before I was attached to the space program. And back then, I was entirely human.
You are not entirely human?
Not since I uncovered actual, for-real aliens. There was an accident with some alien tech that rewrote my DNA, and now I'm half Kree.
I have never heard of the Kree.
Neither had I. They have a space empire. It's crazy to think they've been around far longer than you've been alive.
How did Carol Danvers become Captain Marvel?
During my time with the space program, I found myself involved in a conflict between alien species, Kree and Skrulls. I got too close to a device called the Psyche Magnetron, and it completely altered me. A Kree soldier known as Mar-Vell felt responsible for what happened and took me under his wing. He was a hero in his own right, and we fought beside each other for years. He's gone now, but I took the name Captain Marvel as a tribute to what he stood for. Since then, I've made the name my own.
Your strength is hard for me to fathom.
With all this gamma weirdness keeping Banner in banner form, I'm Earth's mightiest Avenger. Once Thor realized the Hulk was in a class of his own, he was not happy to be in third place. He still challenges me to arm wrestling contests, and loses. He's much less salty since I started calling him Asgard's mightiest Avenger.
How powerful would you say you are?
When someone says we need to call in the big guns, they're talking about me. Just don't say it in front of Bruce. The Hulk is an order of magnitude stronger, no question. But he doesn't have my precision, patience, or reliability. At least, that's how Bruce put it.
That much power, and it does not seem to have gone to your head.
I do get cocky sometimes, but I don't take any of this for granted, and I always remember where I came from. Arrogance is like punching the afterburner with your wheels down.
Tell me about the Avengers.
Sure, what about us?
How long have you been an Avenger?
Over a decade. Still hard to believe. We've been so busy dealing with one crisis or another, it's hard to mark the time. My coffee tally puts me just shy of 20,000, excluding the cups I forgot to track.
What are your thoughts on your fellow Avengers?
I'm with the team for a reason. I believe in what we do. All of us do. I'm sure you've noticed Tony can be abrasive, but I never doubt his commitment. He and Banner used to fight like cats in a sack. Thankfully, they seem to be past that. And I can't think of anyone better to deal with a mystical enemy than Doctor Strange. He's a little out of sorts right now, what with being pushed out of his home, but he'll adjust.
Do you think your team can find common ground with the Midnight Suns?
Look, I try not to get involved in team politics. I'll work with anyone who gets the job done. I don't care what team they're from.
Do all the Avengers feel the same?
No comment.
Thank you, Carol.
Anytime. And hey, if you find the time, we should hang out.
I will consider that.
Of course.
Hey.
It's good to punch Hydra in the face, but they feel like a red herring. Okay, a black and red herring.
Technically, it's Roberto. But you can call me Robbie. Everybody else knows.
I'm almost getting used to seeing you on your feet again. Almost.
Hello, Hunter.
Good girl, Charlie.
Hi.
Hooray for us not dying.
Must not be her purview.
It turns out Tony does occasionally make useful contributions.
We are finally getting some decent tech down here. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. What do you think?
Always a pleasure.
Hail, fellow.
Back again.
You know I know magic, right?
Later.
Everything by the numbers. I'm here if you need me. Thanks, Hunter.
Yup, if I were Lilith, I'd be very, very nervous about fighting you. Hey, you know what sucks?
What?
Having your weapon manifest out of your chest. It feels weird.
Your staff. Tell me about its properties.
Well, to summon it, I need to use my own blood. Pretty metal, right?
Blood does contain iron, yes.
Good thing I'm not queasy. Yeah, that would make me a pretty bad blood witch.
Why do you bleed?
That's just the price I pay. To top it all off, my staff only responds to a spell once.
So you must be decisive with your casting.
That's putting it lightly. I don't like to have the staff bursting from my chest like a baby alien for nothing.
Is it sentient?
Well, it has a name. The Staff of One, and it listens to my words, so kinda? Well, we don't need to get into the philosophy of it. That'll get me feeling all existential.
Noted. Thank you for letting me in on your pain.
Well, when you put it that way, you make it sound so... emo.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter. Ready for more? See you around.
Hydra is still intent on detonating these rift charges wherever they can. Consequences be damned. Just focus on destroying the charges. Hydra has enough warm bodies to overwhelm you eventually.
I got it.
These fanatics are always the same.
Let's try this.
I know that wasn't your signature move. Let's do it.
I see what you're at.
They don't all have to be pretty.
We serve until the end!
Very original.
Your mug. A shot.
Shields are holding.
Time for the real thing.
This should help. Got him scared. Just need to finish this.
I'm saving my energy until we need it.
That wasn't bad.
Getting better every day. They're mine. Exactly what I needed.
Interesting.
For the mother!
I'm gonna get you for that.
This isn't a healthy way of expressing yourself.
I'll handle it. Man, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
They're finally starting to get to me.
Time's up for these jumps. Let's do it! It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Let's try this.
Looks like you got your programming dialed in just right. Come get it.
Love the effort.
That's one charge down, but not out of the woods yet.
You need this more than I do.
Arigato.
Taking a beating down here.
No retreat.
Well, this isn't good.
Awaiting reinforcements.
Your death won't be in vain.
Who's running the show here?
Back in the game.
I'm back and ready for more.
Saving this for a special occasion. Done any way we know how.
Where'd you learn that one? How about this one?
Never seen that before. Age of food. Ready now. I might be in trouble this time.
Here's one for ya. Let's change things up. I'll give it a whirl.
think you got it?
You asked for it.
Maybe you should teach me that one.
Another Hydra operation foiled. I'll never get tired of hearing that.
Emo kids for life.
Hunter.
Nice shirt. Too bad you had to die for it.
You've been doing well out there, kiddo. And you're making an impression on your teammates.
What are we doing here, Magic?
We're unwinding. Together.
Really? Well, I was not aware I was wound.
I did not say you. This is a place I like to take all my... colleagues.
Thank you, Magic. I value our collegial relationship as well.
You are welcome. Now stop talking, Hunter. Relax.
Okay, I will try.
I said shut up already. You're ruining the warm vibes.
Sorry.
Shh.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Thanks, Hunter.
By the rising... I'm a bit out of sorts. I don't have anything to...
See?
I don't know what to do with myself.
If you truly have downtime, then I suggest that you sleep. A good rest can be more powerful than the most potent elixir.
I've brewed some pretty powerful elixirs in my time, but I couldn't tell you the last time I got a full 8 hours rest. What about you?
I was dead for hundreds of years. The most restful time ever.
Yes, well, I hope I can get the rest without the dying.
I do not think you will have to wait long for some other crisis to appear.
Yes, I think you are right. I should cherish this time while I have it. For the moment, I will just be.
Remind me again why you haven't digitized this stuff already? This is going to take way longer than it has to.
There's some...
Alright, let's get started, Dr. Spooky. So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Take your pick, Hunter. I'm here if you need me.
Back again.
Even a sorceress...
See you around. Ready for more? All right then.
Stay out of trouble.